Greetings, YouTube. It's quite fitting that this is our offer today because the video that I've been waiting to record that I've experienced the last 2 times that I've attempted Battlegrounds. And it benefited me and I had no idea what was going on. And then 2, it hurt me this morning and it happened to me. And I thought, if it's happening to me, it's got to be happening to other people. So I will say, in defense of Kabam, and I try to be objective on this channel despite the label as Mr. Negative, Kabam has improved a lot of the bugs that were present when Battlegrounds first came out. Battlegrounds was so bad, so buggy when it first came into the game that you couldn't match up with somebody and even select defenders without the game crashing. And even when you did, sometimes it would freeze and it would kick you back to the home screen and you would just lose. That has not happened to me, at least, the last couple of weeks since Battlegrounds came back. But a really weird thing happened when I fought the last round number 3 of a guy last night. We were tied 1-1, and then in the last fight, which I felt pretty confident on. I don't know if you're like me in Battlegrounds, where let's say, and by the way, talk about streaky, 4 losses, then 3 wins, and the 4 losses were after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins, and that was before 3 losses. So I go on these streaks in Battlegrounds where I'll feel really good about myself, then I'll feel like I should never play the game again, and then maybe that's how it's supposed to be, or maybe that's just happening to me. But one of the wins from last night, was it this guy? No, it wasn't this guy. Check this out. Now, what's fascinating about this is he was fighting Thing and automatically took the L. And then I was fighting Thing in my matchup and took the L. So, round 3, right? Winner take all. I had a really good fight with Human Torch against Red Mags. I mean, I say really good. People will look at my health and say, that's not really good. But I beat him in 23 seconds. So, 47,000 points is something I'm very happy with. Obviously, you want to get to 50,000 and above if you're the best players of Battlegrounds, which I am not. So, if that happens, so be it, but it's probably not going to happen to me. So, I was just waiting around. And when I saw that he was still in the fight, I felt really good about my chances. Especially because he was using a 5-star Ultron, who I feel like can't, no matter how good you play, beat even 5-star Thing in 30 seconds. But then after it got past 1 minute, and I felt like I had it secured, I was almost... Maybe this is just me. I was almost rooting him on. I was like, okay, if I've won the Battleground, but I still want you to get better as a player. I want you to win the fight. And it just never came back to the home screen. And then when the time hit 0, it showed this. 0% attacker health remaining, 100% defender health remaining, and the fight duration... I'll hide my webcam for a second so you can see it. It actually has a dash through it. It basically says the fight never happened. The fight didn't register. Because even if you somehow lose in the first second, which I think that's impossible, it would still say the fight duration was 1 second. But the fight, it's like it didn't register. So, let's check out the only Battleground I've played today, 1 hour ago. I played Limbe, who had a really good roster, and I knew no matter what I did, it was going to be a coin flip at best for me. Well, in round 1, I took on Thing, and I promise you, I beat Thing with about 30 seconds left. But even though it said results, the screen did this really weird thing that I took a screenshot of, and I'll pull that picture up in a second. But sure enough, when it came back, it registered that the fight duration was N/A, basically. And the fight never happened. And that Thing had 100% health, and I had 0. But what made this really crazy is that, you have to lose 2 out of 3 to lose a Battlegrounds fight. And as you can see from this, we only had 1 round. Because after the game glitched, it kicked me out of Battlegrounds. And so, if you see this bug, first of all, let me show you what these black screen of death looks like. So, I guess technically I beat him within like a minute 10. I still think I would have probably lost that first round because he had Archangel against my Nick Fury and he melted him, it looks like. But it counts down the results clock, but the entire screen goes black. So you can't see your champion, you can't see their champion. At this point, I'm like, okay, whatever. Even if this bug hurts me, I lost probably fair and square anyway. I just want a chance to maybe win round 2. But once this hits, you're screwed. You're screwed. And like I said, the only time I've seen this happen was when I was fighting Thing or my opponent was fighting Thing. And I don't know what that thing is about, literally. But I'll go back to the game. It kept me from even having a round 2 attempt. And it seems like it's triggered with Thing. So that's my warning to the community. What other bugs have you seen in Battlegrounds? I always like to do these videos, talk about my experiences, but then hear from you. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and congrats officially. I don't want this to look like I'm being salty. Limbe, I think, probably was still going to beat me, but it would have been nice to actually have a chance, instead of have it end after 1 round.